third in the table, 15 games undefeated against Manchester United, second in the table, level on points with Liverpool, the leaders. Well, Ipswich were unfortunately without John Walt because of the death of his father, but Mick Mills has recovered from a stomach complaint. Kevin Beattie is in at left back. Bobby Robson, how is that reorganisation going to affect the way you play today?
Well, I hope it doesn't, because we've been going very well. It simply means I've kept the strength of the players in the team together. We will miss John Walk in a sense, but Mills will replace him in a different way. I mean, Mills will give us the leadership and the control in the midfield. And I want it in that particular department because today he's faced with McIlroy of Manchester United, who was always trying to force the game for Manchester. He always makes strong, determined runs, trying to penetrate with off-the-ball runs. And in a sense, Mills, as a defensive midfield player, will counteract that well for us, and I'm pleased in that respect because I think we can get the forward play for our own game from Murin and Tyson anyway from midfield. I'm glad Ray Wilkins is not playing. That helps us a little bit. And for them, of course, Gary Bailey, I'll be very interested to see. He came here as a young boy. We had his father, of course, before that. He's a very bright, promising goalkeeper. I hope he drops a few because while I'd like to see him have a successful career, I want us to win today. But I, send my best wishes to Gary and hope he has a good match.
Thanks, Bobby. The referee here is Alan Robinson from Waterlooville, Hampshire. He gets the game underway in front of the biggest crowd of the season here at Portman Road. United, of course, in the red shirts. Less spectacular run than Ipswich just recently, but they're 5 points ahead of them, and they've played one game less. Ipswich last defeated by Coventry on December the 1st, 3 months and 15 games ago. But both sides with key players missing and a little bit of rethinking to do. Ashley Grimes playing in number 11 shirt, but he'll be working a lot down that left-hand side. A quick flag for offside. And away we come to Kevin Beattie. Forward for Mills. Centre of midfield. Two Dutchmen on either side. This is George Burley. For Gates almost through here. Buchan keeping him out. Mariner in with the drive. Topped it and didn't test Gary Bailey. Paul Mariner, the leading scorer with 14 goals. Unfortunate that his father wasn't able to come from South Africa to see this game. Butcher and Osman going for this, and Jordan goes for it as Osman misses, and Burley back to Cooper. Paul Cooper, whose penalty save at Liverpool last week earned Ipswich a very valuable point and kept the run going. Houston up here with Mariner. Mariner wins. McQueen and Houston knocks it forward. Mills to pick up. Mariner coming off a lot already as Mills getting a lot of possession quickly, and Gates can't find Brazil. So here's Sloane, the fair-haired one, taking Ray Wilkins' place in midfield. It's his first full game. Had a good ball forward, and Brazil's in a possession. He's not offside. Brazil scores. And Manchester United's marking let them down, and Brazil tucks one past Gary Bailey. Within 2 minutes, Mills in possession here, quickly forward to Brazil, appeals for offside, not given, and consummately tucked in the net. A fantastic start for Ipswich. Alan Brazil, 11th goal of the season. They're one up after only 2 minutes. Makari forward on the left and cut out easily by Burley. They're rushing forward again to Brazil. He's almost through once more on the good left foot. On target, but no trouble there for Bailey, but he was almost through. The ball didn't run for him. A good ball forward from George Burley. He's through here, the balance goes, and McQueen is able to hold play up. Brazil, again, a lot of space, much too much space, surely. Forward here for Mariner, he can have a go. Mariner, a oblique angle, and well saved by Bailey, but the marking of Manchester United at the moment is non-existent. Unfortunate for Ipswich that Mariner had to be pushed a little bit wide. Mills going to take it. Mariner says, get it over deep. Here comes Beattie. Well, the Portman Road crowd haven't had the luck to see too much of Kevin Beattie this season because of injuries, but always spectacular in everything he does. Coming in like a train to meet this. Bang! And over. Butcher in here. Free kick given against Joe Jordan. The dreaded elbow. Deep for Paul Mariner. Paul Mariner gets there. Brazil is onto that one. Mariner. It's in. Mariner tucks that one in after it had bobbled around in front of him, invitingly falling to his left foot. But what a powerful free kick. Really driven in. And Mariner was competing here with Houston, beats him, and now Manchester United are in trouble. They can't get it away. Brazil can't shoot, but Mariner can. Not cleanly, but good enough. So Paul Mariner makes it 2-0, and we've had 24 minutes only. His 15th goal of the season. Things going really well for Ipswich Town. There goes Tyson. Gates gone square, leaving space behind for Mills, and Beattie over here. Tyson ducking away from that challenge by McElroy. So easy in possession. Beattie looking for Brazil in the return perhaps, but Brazil in two minds loses it. Handball by Tyson. Play allowed to go on amazingly. And United players appealing towards the referee, Alan Robinson. Well, I must say I was surprised to let that one go. Jordan here. Oh, the cries of the Ipswich crowd much stronger than the Manchester United contingent, and well they might be. Brazil. Free kick. Jimmy Nicholl. Forward for Tyson. Burley's so free on that right-hand side. Jordan comes over the cover now, and here's Gates in here. And the referee's in the way of Buchan, and Bailey in trouble here as Mariner puts it in. It 3 after only 27 minutes, but I think the referee played a part in that one unwittingly. Burley down the right here. Now watch Gates go for this, and Buchan go across. He hits the referee, you can't get at him, and once again they're in dire trouble. Bailey can't get it away. It falls to Mariner, and it's 3-0. So the man in black, Alan Robinson, unwittingly perhaps a hand there in the third goal, the second for Mariner, and we've had only 26 minutes now in this first half, and surely the game right out of United's grasp. Tyson with Burley on the right. Two Dutchmen coming to him. In here for Gates. Buchan behind, but he turns in these situations so well and earns another corner. Well, Buchan is finding Gates a handful. Terry Butcher coming up towards the near post. Gates coming though for the short one. Back to Muren. Forward here for Mariner to turn. He hit a United player, it was Sloan. And Mariner's in here well. Beautiful run, he's down, and it's a penalty. And Manchester United committing all the errors in the book. Nice bit of control, though, by Arnold Muren. Over comes Buchan. Down goes Muren, and the referee says penalty. So a chance here for Ipswich to make it 4-0. And it's going to be Tyson, is it, to take it? John Walk, the normal penalty taker, is absent. Tyson. Saved it. Well done, Gary Bailey. Well, at least they have something to remember here, but Tyson should have scored. Tried the side foot touch, and I think he was indicating exactly where it was going. And it wasn't all that well hit anyhow. Bailey did a good job. Butcher in there powerfully. Muir, the simple one back to Kevin Beattie. Could be a free kick. Could be more than that. Indeed, it's going to be a booking for Jimmy Nicholl. The foul wasn't too good, but the reaction after that was bad. But I think it's a sign of the anxiety and disaffection in the United side. They've had a rough ride here. Mariner in the middle, leaping for this one. Mariner got a touch. Not an easy one to get to. As we move into time added on of this first half. Well, it's been a worrying 45 minutes for Gary Bailey. As Burley gets that one. Buchan. Gates. Muren through well here with Mariner's help. Mariner now with a chance to wing one. Down he goes, another penalty. Gracious me, it's all happening here. Nicholl penalised for that challenge. Certainly a rash one. Now I think it's going to be Kevin Beattie going to take this one, but let's see how it happened. Bang! Inviting the referee's reaction, and there it is. Now Beattie scored twice from the spot for the reserves last week. Will Bailey save this one again though? Kevin Beattie. He's done it again. Once more. And off the line by Koppel. And has it got to be taken once more? I think it has. Well, poor Gary Bailey. Now, did he move? Yes, he did. But he did well to get it. But the referee says you moved before the kick was taken. Let's have it again. Well, this isn't doing his morale any good, and nor is it doing the morale of Manchester United any good at all. It's already in tatters. And Beattie will have another chance. Gary Bailey, what a great round of success that was. You've got to hand it to the young goalkeeper, and everybody is. Same again, he probably moved again, but a good save. Well, incredibly then, Ipswich are leading by 3-0. They've missed 3 penalties. And that's the end of a very, very dramatic first half, in which Manchester United have been outthought tactically. They didn't get hold of Gates in midfield or the fellas up front. Brazil got the first after just a couple of minutes. Then Paul Mariner came in with 2 more. The game looked over, and then suddenly Gary Bailey has come in with 3 penalty saves, amazingly. Well, I don't know what the second half will offer, but surely it can't be any more dramatic than we've already seen. Half-time score, Ipswich 3, Manchester United 0. Well, United supporters have had very little to shout about, except Gary Bailey's saves in that first half. His dad certainly would be very proud of him. He won first, second and third division medals when he was with Ipswich. But let's go now to the Ipswich manager, Bobby Robson. Bobby, did you reprimand them for missing the penalties or congratulate them on the way they're playing?
No, we mustn't let the penalty situation upset us, Jerry. We would be very unprofessional if we did that. We've played absolutely splendidly. I mean, I'm delighted with the performance. We've disturbed their back 4 because Buchan has now come out of it and he's trying to mark Gates in midfield. And as a result, Mariner and Brazil have got all the space in the world in which to play. As long as we command the ball, as long as we make those runs in those front positions, and as long as we ping the ball in, down the gully position for Brazil and Mariner, and we support the ball, we should see the game through. The penalty incident is one for the press, it's not for us.
OK, Bobby, thanks very much. I certainly think it's one for Gary Bailey, though, but 3-0 they lead. And, of course, full of confidence at the moment. And if, as Bobby Robson said, disturb that back four again and get Mariner into possession, he might well get that hat-trick. Nicol. Bad one from Nicol. And out there to Beattie, who's offside. Well, it gives you an idea of the confidence running through the side at the moment when Beattie, the left back, suddenly pops up in the left wing position. So I wonder what Dave Sexton had to say about that at half-time. Certainly they needed to reorganise at the back and tighten up in midfield. Cut out well by Russell Osman. Nicol's got plenty of time to get back on that one, as both sets of players regroup in the middle of the field. Jordan with Osman there waiting to pick it up. Straight to Gates. Tyson, the space there is still huge and inviting. Mariner. And here comes Brazil. Gary Bailey totally exposed again, not his fault. But Alan Brazil makes it 4-0. But once again, the Manchester United marking non-existent. The ball here to Tyson. He's got tons of time to find Paul Mariner. The cross comes in, the shot there, and Brazil first to it. Good play. So Alan Brazil gets his second of the game. 4 for Ipswich. It's a real field day for them. Now Koppel. Jordan competing here with Beattie. Sloane, but he's on his own. Macari. Joe Jordan. Beattie behind. Forcing him out. Sloane on the touchline behind him. Quickly taken, they're off again. Brazil, it's 1 against 1 here. A quick check behind from Buchan to make sure there's a bit of cover. There isn't much. Brazil in for Gates. Space. Can he turn on it? Setting it up, he was trying to for Paul Mariner and taking just a little bit too long. What a challenge there from Butcher. Forward again, not offside. Mariner going to the near post. This is Brazil for the hat-trick. Gates. It's still in play. Mills with a chance to cross one comfortably. Now Gates, off the line. Nicol this time. Where are Manchester United? They've disappeared. Well, they should have had that one in again, Ipswich. Gates, I suppose, had the better chance, but Brazil was there too. The cross coming over, Bailey goes for it, doesn't get it. So inviting, but straight at Nicol. Bailey got back well, in fact. So Nicol, I suppose, who was culpable in the first half for one or two things, did well there to stop that one. And the chaos in their side is going to mean a change, and it's going to mean Nikola Jovanovic, the Yugoslav international, coming on, and Nicol coming off when the referee spots him. So Jimmy Nicol comes off. At least the last thing he did was something to remember, clearing off the line from Gates. It's Jovanovic to go on. He's a defender, fullback, has played in midfield, only had one full game for them against Derby County. £300,000 from Red Star Belgrade. Sloan coming in on Gates forward for Brazil, but that was much too powerful. Now Jovanovic. Ipswich temporarily have surrendered their competitive instinct in midfield. Mills over there to cover, and tucked in by McElroy, or should have been. The cross from Steve Coppell looked like an easy one for Sammy McElroy, but didn't quite connect cleanly. Good run by Coppell. Mills looked as if he was going to get there, and McElroy couldn't. Butcher trying to get inside the fullback, which in this situation was Lou Macari. It was a great ball to Tyson, and a fine one to Brazil. Hat-trick is on here. What a beautiful ball from Franz Tyson behind the defender to Alan Brazil. A pity perhaps it wasn't on the left foot. Here's the pass. It certainly caught the defender right out, and Brazil snatched at it. Chance if he were onside, which he isn't. Well, I suppose any side that's 3-0 down away from home after 27 minutes knows that it's going to be a fairly frustrating time for the rest of the game, and they've only put together their sequence and rhythm in a half-hearted fashion. Butcher. Everybody having a little run now. Murin losing Sloan, finding Brazil, and can this one fall to Mariner? No. It might well fall to Tyson though. He's got it. Tyson now. Tyson again. What a disaster again in that Manchester United penalty area. Franz Tyson, certainly not the man to drop the ball in front of. Well, Brazil's shot. There's a chance here for McQueen to get that ball away comfortably. What does he do? He gives it straight to Franz Tyson. Did well though to duck round Houston. He's got another man to get by yet. That's McQueen, and then into the back of the net. So that's 5-0, and for Franz Tyson, his second of the season. A substitution, a chance now with 10 minutes left to get Kevin O'Callaghan a little bit more of a taste of First Division football. Forward goes Brazil, still with it. Now Mariner. Well, it's a free-for-all down there. Two players up front for Ipswich for most of the game, and they've had so much freedom. Butcher on the near post, Mariner there to Murin's kick. Beattie coming for this, gets it. And Gary Bailey in a bit of trouble. Beattie likes those. A chance to get a bit of a run at it and then the leap. Slightly off balance. And the goalkeeper a bit groggy. Another one from Beattie. Powerful stuff. Gates, Mariner, who's going to get the hat-trick? It's over for the corner. Well, Mariner was in with a good chance there. I think if he doesn't get a hat-trick today, he's going to find it more difficult on other occasions. Left, it must seem like 105 to Manchester United. In comes Beattie. The goalkeeper was right out of position. Coppell has it and he gives it away. Gates is in there. The chance for number 6. There's 2 players in support. Mariner has It's a hat-trick. It's 6. Well, Gates cashed in on the error. Mariner popped it in, but it's an England player, Culb here, who perpetrates another Manchester United disaster. Who was that intended to? Gates is in there fast. Now, which one of the two is he going to pick out? Brazil or Mariner? Mariner, he's in there first. Thank you very much. 6-0. Paul Mariner, a hat-trick, and Manchester United in total disarray. Poor old Steve Culb, who's worked reasonably hard up front with no luck, has fallen into the same errors. Grimes will have that one. Overhit by Steve Culb. Difficult volley, but I think in normal circumstances he might have done better with that. As we move into injury time, Paul Cooper had a comparatively quiet day. McQueen started well, but has been led into the same sort of errors that the rest of the Manchester United defence have made. And Ipswich, a spectacular win, their biggest ever over Manchester United. Brazil got the 4th. Then Franz Tyson with a lovely bit of individual play after another Manchester United mistake. And then Paul Mariner completed his hat-trick and made it really a day to remember for Ipswich Town, and certainly one to forget for Gary Bailey, who so desperately wanted to play here on the ground where his father did such good work for Ipswich.